Hello, everyone. My name is Gio Morales, your host of the Gold Squadron podcast. We're coming to you live from round false. That says 2. It's actually 3. Lies, Dion. Why? Round 3 of the. I'm trying to find the number. Here we go. Round 3 of the Mustafar Galactic Championship Qualifier. By the way, this is the Hyperspace Qualifier. So if you're into Hyperspace, you're in the right place. We got a first order matchup here. This is as our boy Ryan Staniszewski has brought up, it's the opposite ratios of black pointy bits to red pointy bits on both sides. We will see which one reigns supreme in the mirror match. But before we go too far, let's give a shout out to my co-commentator for this round. How's it going, Sam?
Pretty good, Dion. How are you doing?
I'm feeling good. And Sam, where can people find you at?
You can follow my Twitch channel. It's twitch.tv/thecandidclarinetist. I stream X-Wing a couple times a week, and I also have I'm a musician, so I have a music-related podcast that I record Monday nights. So go on, drop on by and drop me a follow.
There we go. So we're going to open up the betting right now because I think these guys are going to... I think they're honestly going to dawdle for a little bit. There's going to be some positioning. We'll find out who is the aggressor in this matchup. But let's go ahead and break down these lists. I'll take Charles. You take Mitch. So Charles is bringing 3 Sinar Jameis engineers. Those are the Initiative 1 TIE silencers. And then Hollow with Proud Tradition. So Hollow is what I would consider a kind of a... People use the word pocket ace a lot of time to talk about a Initiative 4 ship that kind of acts like an ace. Hollow is interesting, right? It's half support, half offensive. It's really dependent on the situation. But the biggest thing she has going for her is the fact that she has extreme flexibility. You can end up giving evade tokens to your Sinar Jameis engineers. You can end up taking some of your bad red tokens and passing it off to your other Initiative 1 ships, who, by the way, those silencers all have tons of blue maneuvers, so they have a lot of flexibility there. I mean, it's going to be really interesting to see how he leverages all the tools, even though there's only one upgrade in that list, Proud Tradition. The Hollow ability, all on its own, really does open up a plethora of possibilities. All right, and what is Mitch Hurst running?
So Mitch is going with 3 first order provocateurs. So that is the I-3 generic TIE Baron, and then Kylo Ren just naked in the silencer. And someone pointed it out in the chat, but we truly do have an actual mirror match here because they are legitimately a mirror of each other.
An actual mirror.
And I also have to point out that Mitch named his ships Symphony, Harmony, and Melody, which is very apt for our stream, considering that both you and I are musicians.
There you go. There you go. I wish. Is there a way? How could we? Never mind. I had ideas, and I was like, wait, let's not do this. It's actually on the bases. You can see it on the bases. Cool.
Oh, yeah. I think we need to start doing some prop bets for these streams, and I think for this round it would be, can Dion and Sam keep track of whose ships belong to who?
I think it would have been easier, honestly, if Mitch wouldn't have been as fancy with his paint jobs on his ships. If he would have just kept it the normal, I think it would have been easier. Or if you would have painted them all like a different color. But anyway, looks like Charles is starting to creep in here.
Yeah, we might have a good old honorable joust in the corner, which, I'm always a fan of. Just, see may the better man win. But I also need to point out the Proud Tradition on Hollow is an incredibly powerful upgrade, because when you do those red maneuvers, you basically turn yourself into a defender, because you can just shed that stress with Hollow and open up your entire dial for the following turn.
Mm-hmm. And one of the things, let's talk about the choice of taking the Sinar Jameis versus the Provocateurs. So the TIE Barons on the right side, they're Initiative 3. Do you think that the Initiative 3 will be enough to put it over the Silencers, which have more health? and generally do move better. Maybe it's not quite better. I mean, they do because of the double repositioning, but let's just say they have better maneuverability. Do we think, is that Initiative 3 going to matter?
You know, I was actually thinking about this, and the way I'm looking at this matchup, I actually give the Signer Jameis, the silencers, an advantage over the Barons, just because they have more health, and their repositioning is better, and also they can block the Barons. But I think that Kylo has an advantage over Hollow, even though, you know, he's moving afterwards. So Hollow's moving last. So it'll be kind of interesting to see if Mitch can leverage the initiative advantage with the Barons, and then also in the same light, if Charles can leverage the ability to block the Barons with his very maneuverable silencers. So I think that's really going to be the key here. Can Charles get some good quality blocks off, and then can Mitch use his advantage and his built-in double mods to initiative kill some of these silencers?
Mm-hmm. I 100% agree. Now, as we roll into this, I want to remind you that this round and all of our rounds this weekend are brought to you by Curl Paw Creatives. Use that coupon code Mustafar 2020 for 20% off. Super excited about this. And I got to take a second and give a shout out to Mrs. Gold Squadron Podcast. I mean, I'm sure some of you guys think that your wife is the best wife, but the meta choice turned out to be mine the whole time.
S tier wife.
S tier wife, correct. Thank you, honey.
I got to give a shout out to my wife as well. She is pretty amazing.
All right, so we have 67 minutes left on the clock here. We're gonna have engagement here pretty quickly. Wait, say that again.
Wives are the greatest. My wife is the best.
No, my wife's the best.
Everybody jumps in the commentary. No, mine. Wait, I need the browning points. No, mine.
Yeah, we gotta all build up our stockpile of wife points, so then when X-Wing tournaments come back, we can all, you know, cash them in.
This is true. It's true. All of it.
We all know our wives are watching the stream, right? They all watch, so it's very valid.
First time caller says no wife, no problem. Doesn't have to be a wife. Good significant other, friend.
So
dog.
This is really interesting setup here, because I don't think that Mitch really wants to joust. I think the joust probably favors Charles, but that big gas cloud in the corner. Does this gas cloud have a name in the top left corner? Is it like the big jalapeno or something?
I don't have a nickname for that one.
Okay, but we'll think about that. But in terms of that positioning, I think that Hollow is probably gonna actually have to turn in and sort of face off with Kylo. So I'll be interested to see if Mitch sort of dives on Hollow here. Yeah, we'll see what this turn looks like.
Yeah, and one of the things that could give Mitch some trouble is because they're limited to double repositioning with the barrel roll first. That can give some interesting positioning for those TIE Barons that they might not be able to get out of arc. Might not be able to leverage that higher initiative. Here we go. We got the lock set up now onto Hollow from the first provocateur.
Ooh, so that's an aggressive boost. I worry about a 1 hard from Hollow here. If I'm Mitch, I think he's expecting Hollow to go full like 5 straight or 4 straight or 3 banks, something behind those silencers. So that's probably why that boost. But a 1 hard is looking real good right now. And then Mitch is really good. Obviously, he's calling that 1 hard with or I call it harmony because that's what's it with that other first order provocateur, and then choosing violence with red.
And here comes Kylo. Now, with the target lock being placed from Melody, the dark gray one, you know what? I think I really need to bust out the Telestrator for this game. I think it's going to help.
Yeah.
Give me a moment.
Maybe we could get Nick to change the names of them in the overlay.
I'll allow it.
I'm sorry, you guys are going to need to be a little bit more clear. What do you want me to do?
So Mitch's provocateurs are named Melody, Symphony, and Harmony. Can you change the names on them?
Yes, I can.
So Hollow did indeed decide to 3-bank. The good thing is he does have coverage from this gas cloud, from both White and Kylo. And should be able to pass that deplete to green, I would guess. Or the target lock. All right, so Kylo shooting first here. We have range 3 through the gas cloud. So far, I've heard croissant and kidney bean. So if anyone else has any entries into the naming that gas cloud sweepstakes. So we got hit crit from Kylo. And gas cloud will change one of those to an evade. And no damage. So Hollow is safe from the Kylo shot. Gets to keep his token as well, which is good. Hollow's up next here. We got range 3 into the Red Baron, also known as Symphony. Oh, we got him changed now. Perfect. And 2 hits from Symphony. Or, excuse me, from Hollow. And might just take it here. Take 1 on the shield. Yeah, so Symphony's taking 1 on the shield. I think Symphony's probably going to be in trouble taking a couple range 1s and a range 2 from green. And Harmony going range 3 into Hollow, again protected by the gas cloud. And we'll spend the focus for 3. And all is fine. Plenty of evades there.
Have dice. Will roll. All right, I'm back. Telestrator's up and running.
I think you held down the fort okay. So it looks like
you were doing a great job. I was listening the whole time.
Kidney Bean might be the name of this gas cloud. That's so far the leader in the clubhouse.
Hit, crit, crit. I believe that is...
Ooh, and
Symphony.
Hollow gets out of it.
So able to sneak away with no damage in this engagement, huh?
Yeah, that's a big win for Hollow there. You were probably expecting to take at least 1 in that engagement.
Oh, looking at this, though, you're going to have all 3 of these silencers shooting this 1 provocateur.
Yeah,
I think
Symphony
you might end up losing Symphony.
Yeah, this might be the 9th Symphony. I'll stop with the music jokes eventually.
Nah. Keep them coming. Oh, okay. No,
so it looks like Hollow taking 1 here.
Take a shield.
Still, I think that's a good exchange for Charles.
All right, here we go. Why only 2 dice? Oh, one of them fell out.
Yeah,
Got it.
out the box.
All right, that'll be 2 hits after spending.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there you go. A little bit of luck, a little bit of luck. Actually, it turns out I was only getting shot by 2 ships.
These are going to be the ones that are...
Extra spicy, range 1.
Yeah, a little spicy here.
Hit, crit after spending the focus. All right, spend. That'll be the first shield on the provocateur. Oh, no, the second shield. Excuse me, half points.
So earlier he saved the focus from the hollow shot, and he's glad he did here because he had the opportunity to save another damage and a crit.
Another range 1 shot. Four dice. Ooh, only 1. Does have the focus back there. And that's going to be enough. Honestly, getting out of that with only half points, that's a win.
That's good. Symphony,
That's a win.
Symphony definitely, you know, I'll think on a little pun here, but definitely got out of that with the best scenario possible, taking only half points. Now it'll be interesting to see if these barons, how they disengage. If they try to just hide behind the kidney bean and go after maybe hollow, or you know, I actually honestly wouldn't be surprised to see K turns from the engineers.
I mean, they have the lane. It's completely open.
Yeah.
Right there. I approve of that message. I like that.
I guess the one thing that you would worry about is if Kylo one hards, but I don't know, man. I don't think Kylo can one hard because if he just decides to like bank with them or like, you know, hard turn in towards these towards the center, Kylo's in a rough spot. So I'm not sure. It'll be interesting to see what he decides to do. Maybe he sort of splits up and checks Kylo with 1 or 2 of them and then K turns. Like I think Red saved a K turn.
Mm-hmm. I agree. And the other thing that K-turning those silencers does is, let me go ahead and grab my tablet now that I have it here. By doing the K-turns here, you actually give Hollow space to maneuver in the area where those initiative ones are.
Right.
And then Mitch has some options to possibly get some blocks, but because of the positioning here, only this Symphony, the red TIE BA, can get in a spot, but Hollow has some options. You could just see from the angle, without having to go through the cloud, it's unlikely that these silencers over here are going to be able to catch Hollow, at least not with mods.
Yeah, for sure. That's why I sort of targeted that gas cloud as like kind of the focal point of this engagement, because it really limits the options that the Barons have, and of course Hollow's options as well, because he had to go all the way around.
Oops. Sorry about that, guys. Now, one thing we could, for funsies, do during our break, of course, we're going to give away, we have a couple of stretch goal items that we need to still give away. We're going to do that. We're going to do our first marbles race to choose an emote. And a couple months ago, we tried playing Pictionary through the stream, and it was really fun. So if you guys would be interested in playing a game of Pictionary for a stream prize, let me know. Give me a yay or a nay. I mean, I don't know why you're going to say nay. It's a possibility to get free stuff. But hey, you know, somebody might be really anti-Pictionary.
Maybe they're just really pro marbles.
That's true. Now, one interesting thing. Let's talk about the end game here. So the end game ship, obviously, that Mitch has is Kylo. Charles has Hollow. But Hollow's an interesting piece because obviously she works best with a team of other people. And getting to the end game, if we have Hollow versus Kylo, the lack of flexibility that Hollow has without friends there is going to really hurt. But here we go. We've started the K-turn machine on the red silencer. We got the K-turn right there. So the green silencer taking a turn. That right there blocking up some of the space that the Type EAs might want to try to jump through to try to surprise Hollow. Could also maybe even get a shot on Kylo Ren right here. Yellow silencer also taking that turn, protecting the blind side of Hollow. I do like the move here from Charles. We'll see what he ends up doing with Hollow here in a second.
I think I like a barrel roll to the left here, a linked barrel roll with yellow. Just because then you protect the Kylo one hard boost away from the arcs.
We got a K-turn battle happening here. There can only be one. All right, so we got the 3 straight. Takes a strain. Now, because we are on that top part of the board, I'm going to get us a closer view here, and we'll return to our normal view if everything gets shifted around. But you got to remember, guys, you guys can't get spoiled with all this camera moving around. When we get back in person, the camera's not moving, okay?
Can you imagine a board that has like 8 different camera placements? That'd be that's next level. That's GSPN right there.
Don't put that pressure on me.
So I think you put it on yourself right now. So this is a rough for Kylo. You just hit that gas cloud. Avoids the strain.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Hollow, nice.
It's gonna squeak out. Lord Raven 99 says, full-time GSP cameraman. I want close-ups of the players as they make decisions. Yes, absolutely. Get the sweat. Get that gamer sweat. Let's go.
I think here you just take the focus lock on red. And you can pass the strain to green or... Yeah, probably green, because green's not going to get a shot this turn. Maybe evade because of Symphony back there.
And takes a deplete.
Yeah, deplete or strain doesn't make much of a difference. He's not holding on to it either way. Or she. Is Hollow a she?
Hollow is a she.
Oh, sorry. I should just be gender neutral. That's probably the better they.
And looks like we're passing around a target lock.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got this mixed up. So red is... Yeah, okay. So red's his own ship. My bad.
We got lots of target lock shenanigans happening right now. I'm trying to see what is happening here. So Harmony's target lock just got passed off of Hollow onto the green silencer. Kylo Ren did not have any shots. And here we go. red for Provocateur. Symphony. Going to be taking a range 2 shot at Hollow. Hollow has a focus. 2 hits.
Yeah, you'll take that.
Ooh, the blank out. Hollow. Just take. Oh my goodness. We're at half points.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, it's hard to know. I think what is the math on this, Dion? Is evade slightly better with 3 dice? Is that true?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yep.
so I think maybe there because you weren't taking any shots, maybe the evade was better, but obviously hindsight's 20/20.
Yep. It is mathematically better to take the evade there. When you reach 4 dice, that's when the focus is better.
Right.
Now, you know, it also depends on what you're going for. Are you going for the average or are you going for the upside, right? Because those are different answers. But yeah, taking only 1 shot this turn, the answer would be evade.
So I think we're just going to ring around the rosy, the kidney bean for the rest of the game. It seems like where we're headed.
Mm-hmm.
Though I like the red silencer's position here. I think that he can really get in and do some disruption next turn with some blocking opportunities. Looks like we're safe there.
Mm-hmm. All right, and we have another shot coming in. And nothing there.
All right, so good exchange that round from Mitch.
The token on Hollow is a deplete, not a strain. Just to note.
So do we think we're going to K-turn with Hollow this turn, or is that a little too aggressive?
I mean, you can. You can. You have Proud Tradition. You'd be able to yeet the stress off. But the problem is you also have the deplete. So if you're... The K-turn is an offensive move most of the time. It's I'm getting in position to get a good shot. And by carrying the deplete and the stress, you're not going to be able to pass off the stress. So you have the possibility of Mitch forcing you to flip it over to False Tradition. Or you could be attacking with only 2 dice, which then it's like, why'd you get so aggressive anyway?
Right. I was wondering last turn if I know you want to get rid of your locks, obviously, but I was wondering if getting rid of the deplete that last turn was actually going to be better for him, because then it did set up the K turn for this turn. But I think Hollow might just run, honestly. This being the case, because the thing is, all of Melody can't get around because Hollow's currently blocking. Mm-hmm. And Harmony's too far away, and they have limited ability to close distance. Obviously, they have a boost, but if they're boosting, they're not taking any defensive tokens. So a K-turn is safe against everybody except for Symphony. Now, you do have to worry about the following turn, but I think likely green and yellow are probably going to K-turn this turn. Mm-hmm. I think that would make sense. And I imagine red is probably just gonna something like a 4 straight boost. Just get right in between Symphony and Melody.
People are asking for their points back. No, my points. I've eaten them. They're mine. Now, real quick, one of the plans that we have for the Galactic Championship, okay? Now, I know some of you might get a little freaked out, especially if you're on that leaderboard. But the day of the Galactic Championship, I'm going to be resetting all of the channel points. Okay, and then the person who has the most amount of points at the end of the Galactic Championship, day 1 and 2, will win a special prize. Should be fun. So Pork Republic on top, but not for long.
Yeah, so there's the 4 straight, and I think Focus Boost is a good option here.
All right, trying to get into the scrum, catch some of those provocateurs. All right, and they jump over.
So it looks like we opted for the K-turn and the Talon roll, which I like the Talon roll from green. Gets him around the kidney bean and gets him some potential shots on Kylo or Harmony. Kylo, I'm a little worried about Kylo. He doesn't really have anywhere to go. There's just too many ships over here that are mucking him up.
Yeah, I mean, he has a force, but that only takes you so far when you start taking multiple shots.
Yeah.
Okay, so hold on. I got it. Nick, next time we have this matchup, we need to not have any matching colors on either side. It's just too hard to quickly identify.
I'm telling you, this would have been a perfect prop bet.
All right, so we did have the Melody, this center one bump there.
Dion, is there a way to be able to actually change the color of the base or the cards? Because that's the thing that I've struggled with, is actually being able to change that once they load in the list.
Yeah, you could. You
The
right
ship
click.
base, you can change the ship's base.
Yeah, you right click, you change it from the card, and it changes the ship and the dial and the card all at the same time.
Okay.
So it looks like Hollow opted for the 4 straight. Just kind of trying to get out, probably a barrel roll here to get out of Symphony's Arc. And take an evade. Yeah, there's the evade, because we're going to get shot by Kylo. Man, this is confusing. Sorry, everybody at home. So we got Kylo coming in here, range 3, on to Hollow. Gotta focus and the Force. And that'll be 3. Spend the focus. So Hollow needs 2 evades here. Got it. Spend the evade. Hollow gets out of it. And now the provocateurs are going to shoot because Hollow obviously has no shot. The guys are working on changing the base colors, so bear with us.
Yep. All right, so there we go, Nick. We swapped them out.
So Symphony just out here. Harmony with no shot. And Melody with no shot. Or excuse me, Harmony's got a range 1 into the teal silencer. And looks like just keeping it at 1, saving the focus for defense. And we had the deplete, so we only rolled 3 dice there. And the silencer's plenty safe with that 1 evade. So now the silencers are going to have some good shots this turn. I think you probably lead with teal because that's the only one that has a shot. Yeah, so teal goes first, shooting in range 1 here into Harmony. Looking for paint here.
And
So
that's
just
2, 1. Oh, spends the focus, makes it 2. All right, hopefully that's a little easier for you guys to see now. Make out that board a little better. So we got that teal, orange, and green and purple is Charles, and then Mitch has, I guess I should probably do something for Kylo as well. All right, we'll just leave it. All right.
So here we're going into Melody. So range 2, taking the unobstructed shot that he has. No mods here. Hit crit. And gets the evades. And now orange has a shot. Probably going into Symphony here. Symphony's the damaged one anyways. It's got range 3. Again, no mods because we had a stress. And nice shot here. Hit, crit, crit. So Symphony's going to need some paint here. Otherwise, we're going to take some crits on the hull. Taken, that's probably going to do it. I don't think we have focus left. Yeah.
That's all she wrote.
And the Symphony has entered Dakota and exited into the lore of music history.
That's right. I find Coda supremely annoying. Just write it out again. Come on.
Yeah. I'm more talking about the form rather than the actual...
this is true.
Yeah, the edits, but yeah, I know what you mean.
My eyes. My page turns.
Oh, page turns, man. All right, so I thought that this is probably what was going to happen just based on how they lined up. I was honestly surprised to see Mitch not split up his barons early on and sort of try to spread them out, because he kind of gave Charles the opportunity to use his silencers to block and then set up the other ones for shots. Whereas if he would have split up the barons, you could have entered from different approach vectors. All those I3s become aces all of a sudden, and then you can really affect the board with having that initiative advantage over the engineers.
Agreed. And one of the things that I think that caught Mitch was when he kind of funneled his 3 provocateurs in that top right corner, and I think especially because of the placement of the bacon cloud, it kind of forced him in, because Charles kind of called it. It's like, well, I'm going to come to that corner as well, and now they're across from each other. And if Mitch decides to turn around, now he's given the flank to Charles. So I think this could end up being a story of if you follow back from the beginning of the game, that Mitch may have lost that setup in that first turn, where he brought those provocateurs into that top top corner. Now, there's still a lot of game to play, but having the scrum here can end up, in the end, really favoring the silencers. We'll see what Mitch can do to hold on to his lead right now.
Yeah, and I think that my general rule of thumb, and Mitch is a much better player than me, so don't take everything I say take everything I say with a grain of salt. But my general rule of thumb is that if I have initiative advantage over more of their ships than they do over mine, I try to spread out my ships more because it forces them to make a decision, and it allows me to use board knowledge to my advantage. Right. Whereas if I have lower initiative, I try to keep my ships together. And I think usually when both sides try to keep their ships together, that's typically when I see, unless your list is specifically an alpha strike meant for jousting, high initiative, I think that's usually advantageous to the lower initiative ships. I
agree. So yeah, we got to clear Symphony off the table here in a second on the overlay, and we'll get those correct points on there. There you go, 41 to 28. Got some bumps there. Harmony not making it past, so no actions.
Ooh, snuck in there with Melody. I really like the orange silencer's position, that he has complete board control, both over last turn, this turn, and the next turn.
Agreed. Yeah, because you can just continue to follow Kylo Ren, and you have the space to do it as well. So you have that space to maneuver. Now I want to see how Charles manages Hollow in these next couple turns, because it's gonna matter big time. So we got the boost, getting out of range 2 most likely, maybe even out of arc of the orange silencer.
Did we not take a focus there? Just boost?
Just boost. We did get the 5K from Hollow. So going to be...
Oh, he took the lock. Okay. Sorry,
going to be stressed and depleted. Takes the focus from Proud Tradition. Nobody to pass to.
Yeah, this is going to be rough, because Kylo's got a target lock shot now.
Mm-hmm.
And Hollow's already on 1. So, green dice, here we go.
1 hit. I mean, I think does Kylo have both force?
Yeah, I think you full send here.
You just burn him.
Yeah, I don't think there's much of a decision. You have to at this point. He's
no waffle man. This is your chance. He's gonna spend the lock.
Okay.
I mean, he is worried. He does have 2 shots facing him right now.
Okay, so it saved him a force.
Hit
that
crit.
Turned out okay. It could have not turned out okay, but in that circumstance, it turned out okay. And that'll be gone.
Rip Hollow. But Hollow does get to shoot back because of simultaneous fire. They both had initiative 5.
And I think now, well, depending what happens to Kylo this turn, but I think now Mitch really swung the advantage on this turn, because Kylo can now completely dominate the board.
Yeah.
He has nothing to threaten the initiative anymore.
All right, Hollow back. Hollow back, yo. Here we go. 2 dice because of the deplete. Did get a hit crit.
All right, I'll take that.
Not enough.
He's up. Yep, and he still has a force left over for that shot coming back at him from orange. Though I imagine orange probably won't shoot at Kylo now.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, Mitch pulls into the lead.
41 to 55. Here's the thing with these silencers full. If Charles can continue to press and get some good shots, you could honestly still win this game. I hope that Charles continues to play smart here, because I think he still has a chance. You just gotta You know, you already cleared one ship off the table. You traded 1 for 1. I know that Hollow can be quite valuable, but you still got 3 silencers. Still really strong.
Yeah,
Hit
absolutely.
crit going into the orange silencer.
And the silencers are beefy. I mean, they are pretty thick.
Oh, hit crit. Going to be going into that orange silencer, so that's going to be 2 shields gone. And so losing a little bit of damage there. It can hurt for sure. Probably hoping to get out of that one by himself a couple turns. We do have a range 1 shot here, though. This
I'm a
is...
little.
Go ahead.
I'm a little worried for Harmony's well-being in this circumstance. That's what you want to see right
Ooh.
there.
Hit, crit, crit, crit. No mods here for the white tie BA. Takes 3.
Ouch.
2
Could
shields
be a
and a
one shot
crit.
here. Yeah.
And it is a council fire. Sorry, I laughed because does he have the corner there?
He does have it unobstructed.
Ooh, I think because you're behind, I think you kind of have to.
100%. Yeah, you 100% take that shot. And he has no mods. The other
Yep,
ships have mods, so.
He does. Here we go. He's got to focus. It's range 3. Spend it for 2. The anticipation, you can feel it, the tension, and got him.
Got him. Got him.
Another provocateur bites the dust. No symphony, no harmony. There is only melody.
That's kind of sad to think about, to be honest.
It is.
Okay, so this turn. What are we doing, Dion?
Huh. Well, let's take a look at some board state. I think Charles' best chance to continue putting on the pressure is you got to keep these 3 silencers together and just mow down things. Catch Melody without losing any of the silencers, and then you just bully Kylo Ren for the other 20 minutes, and you slowly whittle away. At that point, you split them up to start covering different angles. But I think right now you got to converge in order to get the which one is this one? Melody. That tie BA there. So I would let's see. This one is stressed right now. I still might end up doing something like a 1 hard on the teal just to get them facing in the right direction. That gives you the space to 1 hard green again to start facing in the right direction to pursue. Orange, most likely you're just trying to get a shot. You maybe do a 2 forward. You do a 2 bank if you're convinced that that Melody's going to be going fast. But Melody can't really go straight, right? The 5 straight isn't possible because of the slight angle towards the board edge. So the running away options are a little bit limited. You're going to have Melody forced into something like a 2 straight or a 3 bank. But of course, Kylo's also in the way. So I mean, I anticipate the turn in. If you want to be really gutsy, Sam, you know what you do here, right?
Sloop.
You bust a K turn on the orange silencer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because you have the space. You 100% fit it. 10 out of 10 days.
That's actually not a bad, yeah. So I'm thinking here, 1 hard barrel roll to the right with green, because that really opens you up. The teal, I would probably 2 bank over green and just take a target lock on Melody.
Yeah, I like that.
Because Kyle is not going to threaten you this turn. He's stressed, so there's no maneuver he can do to get his gun on target. Okay, so we went straight. Probably going to take a lock, maybe a boost. I like a lock boost here. And then orange, I wonder if you just try to block with orange. Maybe block like the one hard or something. I'm not sure. I do like the K-turn though. That's the problem with the K-turn is if he banks, you give up your shot, but then you're pursuing. So
yeah, but I mean, it would be the same thing if you go straight or bank and then he bumps into you, right? I think it gives you more timelines where that tie BA is in your arc.
So I don't know if that barrel is going to fit. I'd try it anyways. Yeah, I think he's going to try it, but it's super close. Got him. Okay.
Fits.
Perfect. I really, really like how Charles has flown these silencers.
Hollow was an inconvenience.
Yeah.
Thank God she's gone. We can fly now.
Nice call with the K-turn. That is a beautiful maneuver there.
And the juice.
Nom, 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 nom. That's a real sad.
Yep, forced the
get
barrel,
him
but
out?
I still think it's an arc. It's close. Oh no, it got him out. Oh,
Yeah,
just barely.
got him out. It's still not a great place to be because you're depleted, so your offense is limited, and you're taking a range one shot. So.
Yep,
And
Orange
now
is in a nice place to pursue Kylo this next turn as well.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Orange and green are both in a very good blocking position for Kylo.
All right, here we go. We got shots coming in from the tie BA. One hit going into the green silencer. And 2 blanks and an eyeball. You got to debate whether or not you're willing to give up that shield.
Yeah, he's gonna
I think I would.
Yeah.
And he did, yep.
I'm always on the fence there. Like I usually try to save damage as much as possible, but that range one just is a little too tasty, I think.
Yep, so green silencer loses 1 shield. Here's the range 1 attack, retaliating back at the provocateur. Here's the roll. That'll be 3 hits after spending the focus. Oh, feels
yeah,
bad.
there you go.
Feels bad. That's how it happens. So the green silencer did lose 1 shield. You can see it on the board there. I'm sure we'll get it updated in the overlay here in a second. And now the orange silencer is so sad not to have any attacks. I love that K-turn. It was so good.
Yeah, and he's in a good spot anyways. Like he's in a very good spot this turn. So now I think you flip the switch, right, and you just go after Kylo because he's the most predictable of the 2 ships. The one thing with that is you give up your back to Melody. My guess is 2 hard left, probably focus boost with teal. Orange probably goes in for the block on Kylo, maybe like a 2 bank and a focus boost or something. And then I probably would just 2 bank with the green. And maybe if Melody got a little greedy and tried to go a little too fast towards them. But I have a feeling Melody might go around the back side of the kidney bean.
The kidney bean.
Well,
I do like that.
There was also the croissant, which I liked as well.
Oh, croissants are way more delicious than kidney beans. I'm Team Croissant all the way. Team Croissant unite.
But somebody else said that one of the rocks was a croissant. I think it's the one that looks like a croissant. Obviously, So I don't know. I'll leave it up to you.
This is true. No, you're right. There is a croissant rock. Ooh. Twitchy 5x5. Don't test me.
Yeah, the one near Kylo is most definitely the bacon, 100%.
Love it. Now, for those of you who are watching here, Gold Squadron Podcast, if you're watching this in the future, you can come watch on Twitch live. We're live with almost 500 people right now watching X-Wing during this event. Come join us live, twitch.tv/Gold Squadron Podcast. And it is time. Charles moving that Scion silencer up just a little bit. Tossed a boost in there to try to catch Kylo Ren turning in. And you can see the little pincer maneuver that is kind of set up between the green and the teal silencers.
So with him moving green first, he's probably gonna have to barrel roll now.
Yep, I mean forcing expenditure of actions is always good. I want to know where orange is going to be going now, because he kind of took up some of the space where he would go with the green one, unless you're boosting or barrel rolling, like you mentioned.
Yeah, I was almost sure he was going to move orange first, but this makes me think he's going to boost or barrel roll to the outside.
I think with all these arguments on what to call the rocks, I think this is a whole nother live stream. All right, we got the barrel roll. Ooh, he does.
Yeah, that's what
bump.
I was afraid of. So now if Melody does a hard one, then all of a sudden we're the Yom Noms have turned around.
That's right.
Got him.
Oh my goodness, range 1.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt.
Lock it, drop it, take the strain because nobody's shooting you. You take a target lock and a focus.
So he's doing the opposite. He's lock dropping and then hopefully popping.
So we got the hard turn there from Kylo. 1 hard.
Do you just target lock orange?
I mean, right now you're taking 3 shots. It doesn't seem like a bad idea, because you don't want to move into range 1, not with another ship there, because there's no way you can get out of it.
I mean, you're going to take 2 shots no matter what, right? Ooh.
Okay.
Choosing violence.
Oh, the barrel roll,
okay.
yes. So, I mean, he traded one range 1 shot for another, right? Because he gave the
Gotcha.
the teal ship a range 1.
He's hoping to kill orange. The problem with this is that if he doesn't kill orange, he went from 2 range 1 shots to, or 1 range 1 shot to 2.
Mm-hmm. 4 dice, and that is a focus and a crit. Couple blanks in there.
I don't think he can spend a force here. Oh, he already had a lock. Okay, never mind.
Spends 1 for hit crit. 3 dice on defense.
Ooh.
You got 1. Hit crit down to 2 hull. That's half points and a little bit on orange.
Yeah, that bump really hurt. We got a weapons failure.
Oof. I mean, even if you do live, now it just feels bad.
Yeah, for sure.
Slapping around with a wet noodle.
This one's double modded fully here. Alright, so we can live here. We need to roll 2 evades and hope for not a bad crit.
No.
Ooh. Got him. So he did indeed lock drop and then pop.
A. Carlson, did they do Hollow's must ability? Hollow's dead and gone, my friend. Hollow been ripped.
Yeah, the last few turns Hollow was out of range anyways.
Yeah. I mean, I understand. When I see a tie BA on the table, I also think Hollow first before anything else. Go, oh, wait, it's a generic? Yeah. So, I've been right there. Same team. Same team.
This has been a really interesting matchup so far. Definitely didn't play out how I thought it would, but We'll see how the last few turns go. All right, 3 focuses so far. This is good.
Convert.
Got 1 more dice here.
That's going to be
Ooh.
3 hits and a crit.
Yeah, Kylo only 1 force here.
Kind of looking a little squeamish.
Ooh, okay. Just shields. Kylo definitely got lucky there to avoid that crit.
Mm-hmm.
That could have been a bad one.
No half points. Now, Charles is still ahead now. 42-79, just barely. But I mean, at this point, because you still have all 3 ships alive, you are... Oh, no, sorry. Orange is off the board. That's not correct. Okay, so we'll get that updated here in a minute. So Charles is not ahead. He's, in fact, behind. 82-103. I'm going to completely flip what I was going to say. Sorry, Nick making me look bad when I looked at the overlay. It's all right. It's all right. Exclamation point, redeem Nick. With both silencers there, if you can get a couple more turns of concentrated fire onto Kylo, you could still do some damage. I mean, Kylo has lost his shields, which we'll get updated here in a second. But if you get the half points and you can keep these other silencers above there, that really increases your chances. Now, looking at the board positioning, do you think these silencers should try to maybe focus on the provocateur or continue putting pressure on the Kylo?
So here's my play. I think Melody is probably going to hard one. Knowing that, does a 2 hard right and a barrel roll fit for green? Like a barrel roll so that you block the hard one and then you 2 bank with teal into Kylo and bump. Granted, at that point you're not getting any modifications, but so there's a bump. Okay, 2 hearted. But you're not getting shot by anything because Kylo can't shoot you again this round.
It is.
Oh, he's just doing a 1 hard.
The
okay.
1 hard. It does that fits. Still stressed. No actions.
Yes, yeah, maybe. Man, it would have been close though. I don't know if a 2 hard barrel roll would have fit. It was pretty close. Okay, so he did go for my play.
Got the block.
But just with the 1 hard. So now you're taking a shot back, which is unfortunate. Yeah, and Kyle's just bailing. Probably barrel roll behind the cloud.
Well, now you just got to roll hotter, right? You need to lean into variance. Come on, dice.
Yeah.
Kylo taking the barrel roll there. That sets up the hard turn back into the fight. Here we go. Let's trade some paint.
Let's do it. Who's got better dice?
Provocateur, 1 hit.
Not Mitch, so far.
That's where Charles goes, watch this. Got the squiggles. All right. Now the tables get turned.
So, okay, use the same dice. I was going to say, make him use the same dice. A true testament of will here.
Oh.
That was less violent than I was hoping for.
Agreed.
So now that 1 hard from green was a little rough because you're still stressed and you can't really 2 hard back towards Kylo.
Mm-hmm.
So you probably have to like do something like 2 hard away and again try to get in the way of Melody. And then maybe Teal just tries to jump over Melody and barrel roll and block Kylo. Just kind of get in his way. Interested to see what happens with Melody this turn.
Now, oh man, this is a tough position for Charles. And Mitch, now, let's flip sides here and talk about Mitch. Mitch has to keep Kylo safe. Has to keep Kylo safe because there are these silencers both have potentially 4 dice guns if they can get you into range 1. So I found the barrel roll interesting to the left because it definitely commits you to it got you out of Blue's arc, which probably was the first reason, but it does pretty much commit you to going to the right this turn. Makes you a little bit predictable. And this right here, the 2 straight, clears the stress and is essentially a block attempt. Now,
yeah. I mean, the other thing that Kylo could do is go to the left and like a 1 hard left and barrel roll, but it doesn't really advance his position at all. Are we going to do like a straight boost, I would imagine? Target lock boost.
he might just pick up the lock here and just, you know what, I'm gonna save it for next turn.
I'm wondering if Mitch K-turned with this Baron. No, he just turned. Okay.
So obviously Kylo's not going to be staying there. Would have been arc dodged either way if Charles would have barrel rolled to the right. Kylo could have just tucked in on the other side. In the current position, it keeps it so that Charles can't get shot.
Well, the boost will fit though. That's what I was worried about.
Mm-hmm.
Because now he is going to get shot by Kylo.
I guess, sorry, the teal one wouldn't have gotten shot.
Yeah,
oh
sure,
yeah, green is going to get shot. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's going to be rough for green. Is it range 1?
It is range 2.
Yeah.
One crit. And the reroll does convert to a hit.
Oof. Okay, that's rough.
It's gonna be taking hit, crit. Shield. Card, and the crit. Fuel leak. So down now to 2 hull. It's giving up half there. Kylo Ren doing his thing. All hail the Supreme Leader. Hey, maybe Kylo Ren on top today, We haven't seen a Kylo win in a long time.
Has Kylo won any 2nd edition, like major tournaments?
No. I don't think so. Not that comes to mind.
Yeah. So I think teal just has a Talon roll here. I don't really see any other choice. And green, man, do you just 1 hard to the left and focus barrel roll, hope that you don't get slooped on or something? And green's in a rough spot.
And as we're waiting for this round to wrap up, I do want to remind you guys that there is a break for the players after this. Now, we're going to spend some more time with you to do some giveaways and stuff. But there will be a break. I will also be taking a small break, and we're going to keep rolling into the next rounds. And I forgot I gotta set up our game. I gotta go press a thing.
Oh, are we doing Pictionary? Is that what's happening?
Oh no, not that. This is a different game.
Oh, okay. Excuse me.
Yeah, I gotta go.
And if you guys haven't had a chance yet, make sure to subscribe to Gold Squadron Podcast. You can get all these really cool emotes in the chat, and you get a nice little badge next to your name, and you support Dion and all the great things that he does for the community, including these Galactic Championships, keeping us occupied while we can't meet in person. So hit that subscribe button.
Love you, fam. Okay.
So he Talon rolled that way, which is interesting. Actually, don't hate that Talon roll. Nice. So he got Melody in Arc, though I think we might be behind a gas cloud.
All right. The game has been set.
Is this like a super secret game that nobody should know about?
Well, I'll explain afterwards, after this game.
Can't wait, man. Looking forward to it.
Dion is sus always. All right.
Have
so
you
we
played
got
Among Us
shots.
yet, Dion?
Yes. I'm
It's
loving
so
it.
fun. I've been playing with the Hangar 19 guys. Super fun. So looks like we got 2 hits from Kylo into the green silencer.
2 hits,
And
1 squiggle. You
You gotta, otherwise you're dead. Or no, I guess you're not dead, but I think you still gotta do it. I think you just spend it while you got it,
Yeah.
because otherwise you're hedging for another chance to prevent. Yeah, I just always spend it while you got it.
Yeah. And also, Kylo is the more accurate of the two, so this shot you have a lower chance of taking damage.
Only 2 here, so he needs to natty out because of the fuel leak.
Got him.
Yeah, the fuel leak will get him. Yeah. We need to get you recording all of these different sound effects and then just put it on the sound panel. It'd be perfect.
I mean, we definitely can. I've been tempted to set up a soundboard, but I am.
I got
I'm
a
also
couple.
worried. I'd also be worried.
I got this one. That one's good.
Nice. So the silencer has a couple shots. Going to be going into the tie BA. It's currently strained, which is why it only has 3 agility. But couldn't come up with anything there.
Yeah, I think Charles is gonna have a rough time here on out. He's got to do the thing where he blocks one and somehow gets a shot on the other one. So the best hope is to block Kylo and get a shot on the Baron. So at this point, I think even half Kylo won't put him over the threshold he needs.
Mm-hmm. He's got to kill them both. Or kill 1.5. Yeah, 1.5 is what he has to do without taking half. You could take half and be 1-on-1 with the provocateur because the engineer is more expensive, but I mean, I doubt that's going to happen. All right, the silencer at this point is just about holding on to those points while you can. Provocateur is pursuing here. Probably just set up a lock right now.
Yep.
Maybe even do a barrel roll. Could be a good opportunity. There comes Kylo.
Same thing here, I think. Lock, maybe barrel roll. Oh, yeah, Gresson.
Just going for it. It's like, I want to end this. I want my break.
So this will be the last round here, I think.
Fingers 96. It's twitch.tv/thecandidclarinetist. Hit, crit coming in from Kylo Ren. All hail the supreme leader Only a shield. It's but a flesh wound. And only one. Spends the lock. Goes for 3. Says through the cloud and with the focus, whatever.
Might as well. Last turn, full send it.
Yep. Not going to get him.